are now listening to.
So he's looking at him. He's looking at the whip.
Yeah,
because the whip.
He just want to play. It's just a game to him.
He's in defense, so he's not trying to play. He's thinking like, oh shit, I got to defend myself. But when it becomes a man, now he doesn't know he can defend himself.
Right.
So
he just used to biting this. Yeah.
So you want him to do that and then walk up to the man and then have him slide it off.
Right.
Let me grab a long one.
So he'll do this all day, right? It don't matter what you can get the little rag, you can get a sleeve, you can put the suit on. He'll do all that. But as soon as you drop it, so like with him, as soon as he would come over here, he locked onto the sleeve. So he wasn't looking at him at all. So he's presenting his arm, and he's barking at him, but he's barking at him to get that. So I'm saying I want him to be more serious on him, rather than just trying to play all the time. This is just a game to him. He just want to play. Like if he were to start making noise, he'll lock onto him, but then he probably gonna pick this up and look at that. If he got the whip, he'll try to eat the whip, but he's not gonna try to do him because he just doesn't know. You know what I'm saying?
So you want him to be associating basically this. You get that one, or you take that. If not, we'll get the black one. Yeah, black one. Because at the end of the day, it's always a game. We want our dogs to be thinking.
I just don't want him to be coy driven. Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see if he's equipping on him or not. So don't let him see if he's go back behind him. Here. So he's in pure defense right now. So make sure you keep that hand up.
Yeah, it's going good. boy.
We'll put him up, let him pull it out, and then we'll talk.
Yep. Yeah.
He's almost, what, 6 years?
Oh, yeah.
6 years, hadn't caught a tooth yet. No, Rottweiler, or it's open.
Oh, no, God, like this.
Grabbed the tip of his sweater. He didn't have no sleeves on or nothing. It was just pure silver. I was like, really? Really?
I thought I was like, good space.
I'm a little risky. I'm
Glad I saw him in action. We get ready to dip, make sure we don't wear gas.
Yes, sir.
Trying to keep it down cool. Nice to see everybody. All right, see you all.
Hey, we won't train next weekend. We have a demo. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So he got that name. So my name is Isaiah. And Isaiah Thomas that's on prison.
Oh, yeah.
They called him Zeke. So everybody called me Zeke growing up. So that's how he got his name, yeah.
All right. Later, son.
Hey, take care, brother.
All right, then, big homie.
All right, man.
All right, everyone have a good one.
So did I answer your questions if he's really equipment oriented or not?
No, so I knew he was. He's never been in a situation not to be. So I was trying to, I'm trying to build him up because I'm able to tell. So I see that when he's in defense, he's uncomfortable, right? So I'm trying to build him in defense, but the problem is I don't have a decoy. So anytime he sees something like this, he just locks on. So I don't have someone knowledgeable. I can do it, but he's not gonna go in defense on me. So I need you all to go and build him up in defense. So that's what I was on.
Right.
Yep.
It's more, make more fun.
So even when they are in defense, you still want them thinking prey.
Correct. I want him comfortable. I want him to pray like it's always a game.
You necessarily don't want him to be working in defense. You want him to work through the defensive nature and be more forward progression.
Yes, but not necessarily towards that. So like if you were to walk up and then you do what you did, you seen he was backing up, right? I want him to be built in a sense to where he's not backing up. So he's comfortable in the situation because like I said, he's never been in that situation before. It's always been you pull out the pillow or the suit, he's gonna bite it, he's in the pocket and all of that. But what does that do if somebody breaks in the house? You know what I'm saying? And then they start yelling or doing whatever. He may bite, but when he's biting him, he's dragging. He's trying to get away. He's not in the fight, right? So I need him comfortable in that sense, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does, but he's never going to be comfortable in defense.
That's not true.
Because, Malinois, German Shepherds, Pit Bulls that you're seeing going through every amount of pressure, they're not in defense. In defense, fight and flight are an option. And
Correct.
Neither of them is dishonorable in the wild. So they're always going to be thinking that. So they don't work in that defensive mindset.
Correct.
Because you want them to be basically on offense. You want him to know he can control it. You
Correct.
don't want him to be on the defensive.
Right.
So you don't want him working in defense.
Well, I see what you're saying, but what I'm saying, so like you're saying, they have a choice, right? So Zeke knows if I tell him he's gonna alert, right? But he's alerting to activate one of these. He's not trying to scare you off because he don't care about it. He's literally never seen that before. So that was the first time that he's ever been in defense, and
Like
he was
that.
starting to shut down. No, just in general. He's only ever seen prey. So what I'm saying, I just need him to know that in that situation, he's not gonna die. Like he's running to me like, Dad, save me.
Yes.
I need him to know I can get myself out of the situation, right? So I want him to work in defense. I don't want him to be in defense all the time, but I want him to be comfortable if it comes to that situation. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. So you just want to make it more real, not necessarily
Correct.
more.
Because this a game, he'll do this all day long. All day long. He'll kill himself doing this. But again, if somebody breaks in, they're not gonna break in with a bite suit on. If they do, that's a smart person. But
Right? What are your insights on the defensive?
I was gonna say, what do y'all mean by defensive? Like, help us. Like,
So layman term.
like is it he doesn't have confidence?
No, it's not that he doesn't have confidence. So, and when it's prey drive, they're chasing down something. It's fun. It's easy. It's happy-go-lucky. You're gonna see him bite full, but when they're in defense, they're taking it serious. Like now, you can fuck me up just as much as I can do you, and if I don't know that I can beat you up, I'm not going to take that chance. So I'm in the defensive mind. So you saw he started backing up. He's kind of looking which way, worried about exits and all that kind of stuff. You want to take that mindset out of the dog. You want to build the relationship between you and the dog where if you say go, no matter what's going on, whether it's a trash can, whether it's a bat, whatever, that dog keeps going forward. So like, we'll show Chief. There's not much that you can do to get this dog to not go forward. If you have equipment on, if you don't have equipment on, he's still going to go forward. I can throw a trash can at him, we put him in the trash can, and he doesn't care. As much pressure as you put on that dog, he's not going to like back down from it. And what he's wanting is his dog to know that it's not a game. So there comes a point where it goes from happy-go-lucky, yeah, you win, to the point where now I'm grabbing your skin, throwing you against the wall, slamming you this, doing all this different stuff, and you still have to go through that. And you don't want them coming off of bites, you don't want them not biting hard. But in a real situation, even if a dog bites you at the front of their mouth, it's gonna hurt. So it's one of those that you just have to find the real balance. Eric?
You did, I mean, you could see he was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially the front bite, he tried to go forward, but then he tried to get away from it.
Yeah.
Try to get away from the threat. Putting a dog in defense as well, where do you get it from?
I don't even remember. It's been some years. It was just a local breeder.
So you
around
don't know mom and dad or anything?
Nah.
I mean, eventually, if you want to, sometimes if you want to buy a dog for real, like if you want a real threat, you have to put him in defense. See what the dog does. Because the dog can be perfectly in prey, and you put him in defense, and then.
Right. Yeah, that's like I said. That was the first time he's ever been in it. I've never seen him in defense before.
Right.
So I was trying to.
So, but also some very strong, confident dogs, they might not even care, right? So there are other dogs. Like I have one dog, prey really, really high. You put him in defense, he's like, oh,
Right.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Right? But so you need a lot of training repetition to get him used to what to do in defense. But like you said, you can overcome a lot of insecurities with prey. Prey is fun, right? You might have to start to switch back between defense, prey,
Yeah.
decoy, defense, prey, defense, prey, defense, 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 prey. You got to switch it around. As well, communicate with your dog. One of the most important things he's probably going to tell everybody all the time. Communicate with your dog when they do something right or wrong, even in bite work. We do it in obedience, but we don't do it in bite work, right? So I won't tell my dog when to do something right in bite work. So you can encourage him when he bites in defense. That's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Which might make him, okay, I like it. But normally we freeze up as handlers, right? Bite work, you like to watch, because you like your dog bite. You like to watch it, right?
Yeah.
It's fun. Everybody likes to do bite work, and nobody likes to do obedience. Because bite work is fun, obedience sucks and it's boring, right?
Right.
So as soon as we do bite work, we're like, oh, that's cool, that's my dog. I taught him that. That's cool, right? We do this.
Right.
We forget to communicate with our dog. Communication, he will tell you the same thing, it's the key of dog training. So you might have to, he told you as well, you have to put some prey in to overcome, because he didn't put a lot of threat on him.
Right. Yeah.
For me, like my dog probably would not, no way he would have gone in defense. My male, no way he would have gone in defense with any of them. He would have still been prey. So your dog might be very easy to put in defense. So it means the threshold is really, really weak.
Yeah.
You have to overcome it. So there's a line on threshold. Some dogs have a high threshold, some dogs have a very low threshold when they switch from prey to defense. So you have to find out what that threshold is in your dog.
Yeah, I got you.
And you can't go too high or too low. You have to pretty much work on that barrier and slowly raise it up.
Yep.
Until you have to work with prey, defense, prey, defense, prey, defense. You have to work with it to get him comfortable to do whatever it is to do.
Gotcha.
But defense, there's a reason. What he said, you got to fight or flight. That's that moment where the dog is not comfortable. He's like, what the, this is real. So now I have to decide, do I run away or do I go forward? which is not a comfortable position for us as well. If I hold a gun to your head, now you're in defense. Even if you decide, hey, I got martial arts and whatever, I go forward, you're not going to be comfortable, right? You're probably still going to be scared, you're still going to be uncomfortable, but you're still going to go forward. It's more like the courage that you have. You might even be willing to die for it because whatever is behind you.
Right.
But you're not going to be comfortable. But the only thing that keeps you going forward is your training, your experience, your knowledge, whatever it is, and that's the same with a dog. But all this you gained with prey,
Gotcha.
with fun, because who do you practice it with? With friends, buddies from the gym. And this was all prey, just fun and games. So your fun and games, your prey turns into whatever you do in defense.
I got you.
So you see at the end when he came forward, I ran off.
Yeah.
I'm rewarding him coming forward even though he was in a defensive mindset,
Right.
because we want him to know that this wins. Ultimate, when dogs fight, one dog is going to tuck his tail and run away. So that's what we want him to know, that hey, if you stand your ground, you're going to make this person tuck their tail and run away. And it's just finding that balance. I didn't know it was his first time. I thought
Yeah, it was his first time ever.
I
Yeah.
thought he'd been worked a little hard. I wouldn't have worked him as hard as I did if I knew it was his first time. But he didn't back down. I mean, he still was going. He wasn't as outgoing as we would like,
Right.
but he didn't choose to go that way,
Right.
which is,
Oh, you watched it too? I didn't see that one.
yeah, I kicked him a couple
Oh, I
times.
didn't see that. So when I said my dog would have, I don't know what he did. So
No, it's all good.
He was in defense.
Oh, is he?
I made him.
Okay, I didn't see you. Okay.
There was no prey. It was all
I didn't see
eye contact. But again, he didn't back down. I mean, he could have pissed himself. We've seen dogs go, take their handlers away, all of that. I mean, and he did. So working him up, like you said, if you come down twice a month, I mean, we can get him. 'Cause he
Yeah,
had-
that's all I was hoping for. A couple times a month and get him.
You do dog training, right? You've done
Yeah.
it for a while.
Yeah.
So you know repetition is,
Yeah.
that's all it is. And it's frustrating, it's long lasting, it's annoying, but in the end,
Yeah,
it's,
I decoy too, so I'm familiar with everything. I've seen everything, but I can't. Like I said, I can't put him in defense and get him comfortable in a situation myself, because he'll never be in defense with me.
no, and you
So,
shouldn't.
exactly.
Yeah, you just had, I was just
Exactly.
If you can put your dog in defense,
That's a problem. Exactly. Yeah. So that's why.
Yeah, that's
why we're here.
You put down the defense.
Exactly.
1970, yeah.
Good night.
No, but yeah, like you said as well, the dog did not back up and run away. He still went forward. Something he's in the unknown. Never had any situation like that. So it was just a front bite, so he was not comfortable at all.
At all. Yeah.
You could see
He's
he was just
dragging,
up.
he's trying to get out.
Then he walked back,
Yeah.
and he just had the little piece of the sweater in his mouth.
Yep.
So he was not comfortable, but he did not back up. He didn't put his tail. You know, he's still like, oh shoot, what do you want me to do? He still went forward, but then he's like, I don't know what to do.
Exactly. That's he didn't know what to. So that's why I brought him, so
come
we
back
can.
with repetition
Yep.
and slowly working on that threshold line. We have to find out exactly where's the threshold. When does he switch from prey into defense? So some dogs might be here, and then you work slowly up, and then I'm too high. You have to go down here, and then you slowly work the threshold.
Yeah.
And then you get him stronger and stronger. But it takes a long time to find really.
Long time. Yeah. For sure.
But you had him as a puppy, so you know it. So you have people who buy the dog when they're like 2 or 3 years old. Take the dog long to find that threshold. Like I had a dog, his threshold was. He was defense.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him. Good boy. Good boy. Get him. Get him. Get him. Good boy.
Again, the first bite, you should only do one bite.
So you didn't tell me.
Because he wasn't paying attention to me. And I was like, okay. And then did you hear his bark thing? He was kicking me. Yeah, and he's looking right at you, but like he just doesn't know what to do. Like I said, he's never been in that situation. He's
I've put dogs in situations. Like I know how to, bring them out, but again, I'll never do that to them. And as you said, I shouldn't be able to do
yeah,
that.
you don't want your dog to
You
know.
should never put your own dog.
Exactly.
I mean, can you do it sometimes? It's not making him for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I would never put him in a situation where they have to
That's
but you never really get into a situation where you can really get the dog. So, like, that line fight or flight is pretty much the other side.
And
If you're a runner, you're fighting.
Good job, man.
And if he doesn't do it, good job, I don't have like an ego with him. So if he doesn't do it, I'm not gonna put some this on him. Again, I didn't get him to become some personal protection dog. It's just something that I'm doing with him just because. But if he never is comfortable in defense or doesn't want to do it, that's okay. I'm not gonna make him do it.
Step forward aggression. Yeah, boy, juicy.
Good job, Juice Man. Juice Man, Juice Man. Good job. Oh.
Work. Good juice, yes.
Can you imagine that?
Eat juice. Eat juice. Yes, sir. Good. Good juice. Oh, yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Juice.
Yeah, let me on the second one.